The girl says to the woman, "Will you buy a lollipop?" The woman drops the girl's lollipops. Just then, a nurse sees everything. She says to the woman, "Why did you drop the girl's lollipops?" The woman says, "This girl was bothering me, so I dropped her lollipops," and then she leaves from there. The nurse comes to the girl and says, "Did that woman say anything to you?" The girl tells her, "She did not say anything to me." The nurse asks the girl, "Who told you to sell these lollipops?" The girl says, "My father told me." The nurse says to the girl, "I will buy all your lollipops." The girl says, "Okay." Then the nurse and the girl pick up the lollipops together. The nurse asks the girl the price of the lollipops. The girl tells the price. The nurse takes money out of her purse and gives it to the girl. She takes the lollipop packet, then gives the packet back to the girl and says, "You keep this. I want to meet your father. Take me to him." Then the girl takes the nurse with her. The girl brings the nurse and shows her who her father is. Then she runs to her father and calls him. When the nurse sees the girl's father, she is shocked because he is her husband. The girl tells her father, "A nurse wants to meet you." The nurse comes to them. The man looks at his wife, then says to his daughter, "You go inside. I am coming." The girl hugs the nurse and then leaves from there. The man says to the nurse, "You deceived me once and left. Why have you come here again?" The nurse says to the man, "I did not deceive you, you deceived me. When I was in the hospital, after I regained consciousness and asked my mother about you, my mother said that you had deceived me and left." The man says to his wife, "When I was waiting in the hospital for you to regain consciousness, your mother came to me, gave me money and said, 'My daughter is saying take this money and leave her.'" The nurse says to her husband, "You are lying." The man says, "I am not lying. If you do not believe me, then go and ask your mother." Saying this, he leaves from there. The nurse comes to her mother and says, "Today I met my husband. He is saying that your mother told him to stay away from me. Is this true?" The woman says to her daughter, "Do you not believe your mother's words?" The nurse says to her mother, "No, I believe you." Then the woman says to her daughter, "Do not meet him again," and leaves from there. The nurse sits down and starts thinking, "I do not understand whether I should believe my husband or my mother." When the girl is selling lollipops, the nurse comes to her. She takes a lollipop from the girl and starts talking to her. Just then the girl's father comes. When he sees the girl with his wife, he tells her to come to him. The girl runs to her father, then the father takes his daughter and leaves from there. One day, when the girl and her father are eating ice cream, the nurse and her mother are passing by after shopping. The girl sees them and runs to the nurse and hugs her. The nurse's mother tells the girl to stay away from her daughter. The man says to his wife, "This girl is your daughter." His wife says, "What are you saying?" The man says, "I am saying the truth. That day in the hospital, you gave birth to a girl, but your mother lied to you." The woman's secret is revealed. She asks her daughter for forgiveness. The nurse says to her mother, "You kept me away from my husband and my daughter. You should leave from here now." Then the woman leaves from there. Parents do not have the right to interfere in their child's married life through lies and conspiracy. Do you agree with this? If yes, then give your opinion in the comment box and share the video as much as possible so that more people can give their opinion.